All right, folks. Thank you for those who commented on my last video. It really motivated me through a tough time. I blew five of my funded accounts last week. It was a rough time, but we learned about those lessons, and I'm thinking about doing a new series, like scripture trade recap kind of deal. So let's go ahead and get started. So today's scripture that I want to go through is Proverbs 13:11. Wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. This one stuck out to me for the past week, especially since I blew my funded. Um, I think we're so used to seeing all these social media traders chasing like 400K trades, 200 points, trades, bottom ticking, top ticking, and it really messes up with our expectations in reality. So, throughout the whole trading journey, I was chasing like 90 to 150 point moves on my fundeds, thinking like I'm the next big trader. And I just kept consistently losing, even though I did follow my rules with my risk management and um, I did overtrade, but I still need to work on that. Uh, I was lacking something, and I was setting my take profits on a unrealistic level. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can struggle with that too. It's like, man, like I'm not winning anything. I just keep getting stopped out, and then later my move hits. Yeah, but instead of just rushing on like, hey, I need to pass these evals, I need to hit um, X amount during a certain time frame. Slow down, man. Like Proverbs says, whoever gathers it little by little will increase it. And um, I'm sure we heard a lot of trading advice say, take your base hits, take your base hits. Consistency, consistency, consistency is the name of the game. And it's true. Um, let compound interest do the work, or, you know, yeah, compound interest do the work. Let your size grow, not your points, not your trade. If you have a model, stick to it. If you know you can consistently get 10, 20, 30 points, aim for that. Why change it? Uh, so I've been really focusing on taking my base hits and really analyzing what I do best. And my perfect target is around 40 points. Also, a lot of people have this issue with when they lose money. I have this issue too. When I'm in the red, it's like, oh my gosh, I need to get back up ASAP. And it's like in my head, I know deep down in my head, I'm still not being able to stomach the losses. And being wrong is like the worst thing for me. And I just have to adapt because that's just trading. So, um, I hope this scripture helps you out with, your full porting CPI or FOMC gambling pretty much, and really focusing on to your trading, trusting your model, gathering data, back testing, and then consistently doing it. All right, so scripture out of the way. I hope that really helps. We're gonna go into my trade recap for the day. Overtraded, took five trades. Not too proud about that. I'm really aiming for two trades. Um, but it's a learning journey. All right, so going into the day, I did my pre-market uh routine, marked out midnight open and true day open. We see that overnight kind of accumulated, and then we had a manipulation up until 9 o'clock. Well, 9 o'clock was my pre-market routine uh analyst. Anyway, we saw this manipulation, so this kind of looks like a classic AMD setup. You have your accumulation, manipulation, and then we're expecting to see uh distribution up to take out these highs, but uh things got a little weird with FOMC and whatnot. Um yeah. So I was kind of hesitant on just taking just longs. We also had a lot of liquidity in these levels right here that I marked out. And pretty much I was really focusing on one of the key aspects that I've been neglecting on, which is draw on liquidity. Instead of wearing like, hey, I think the market is going to go up, take out these all-time highs, or hey, I think they're going to go down and just take out some big swing low in the higher time frame. Decided to really like, hey, let's be patient and analyze what is happening with price action. So going into the day, 9:30 opens. Mark that out as well. Uh, I think this is my 10 o'clock. I think 9:30. Well, I don't. Actually, I think I moved my line on accident. Anyway, 9:30 market open. We see aggressive selling. I'm not taking any trades yet because we have liquidity right here. Oh, I know what this line is. This line is buy side liquidity. So we haven't taken any of these liquidities or relative equal highs, and I wanted to see price come up, take out these highs, hit this order block, maybe hit this 1800 level, and then move down. But since we just saw price just go down, let's sit on our hands and wait and see what price action does. So price goes ahead and takes this level, and we don't really see any reaction out of it. We just see it get ran through with this displacement. It's like, okay, this level gets taken. Let's see what happens. Will this reverse back, or will it just continue going down? And we just continue to see more and more displacement going down, and we see it slow down right here. This level is important because on the higher time frame, might be on the 4 hour. Nope, 30 minute. Okay, yeah, 30 minute. So we have some relative equal lows right here. We have a fair value gap and a order block right here. So I marked that out. This looks like a pretty much good point of interest. So what we see price wick, uh, wick this, doesn't take it, kind of leave it, comes up, leaves some engineered liquidity. So my model was the rejection block, which is, if you guys don't know, uh, CE of the wick with some engineered liquidity. So price pretty much ticks me in here, put my stop down below this candle wick. And my target was a little bit greedy. That's on me. Um, I was chasing I was chasing the high. Since these are my combines, I'm chasing that 1500 number in one trade, and I need to work on that. I need to work on actually getting a good trade. A stop should have been right here. My take profit should have been right here. Take out this high. That would have been a really good trade, but I got a little bit greedy, and I think placed my TP right here to make 1500. As you can see, it didn't pan out right here, and then quickly reversed down. Um, I got a little scared of this retracement. Like, hey, it just tapped into this big fair value gap. We can see actually price come down even lower since we saw this big 200 point move. So I got a little scared, took out halfway, right here, made $800. I'm like, I should have just hopped off. That's what I would have done. or should have done as a good trader, but uh, got greedy. Anyway, so right here, the next three trades I took at a loss, and I think this is where my psychology really shows on where I'm lacking. Because I didn't hit my intended goal and target, I feel like I failed something, or I feel like I need to do more to make up for something. So this is where these three trades come in. Um, Entered into this small 1 minute fair value gap and this order block. We get quickly stopped out. I think this was also OTE, a little bit over OTE. I think the 0.79 above the seven, yeah, above, a little bit above the 0.79. So decided to enter here. 10-point stop, aiming for, aiming for 50%. Nope. Actually, I don't know what I was targeting for. I think I was just targeting this low. Um, that didn't work out. Got stopped out pretty quickly. Then we entered in off of this 10 o'clock open. 10 o'clock opens, we got good displacement up. Um, I think the reason why this doesn't work is because took out this high, left this big wick, didn't have any displacement up. So I should have been a little bit more patient, but we see price come down. Entered off of this uh, order block right here to see if we can take out this high, get quickly stopped out. And then I entered back again after we, I thought this would have been like a turtle soup situation where we took out some internal lows right here, but this was like, I think a D trade. There's no other PD array to confirm longs. Anyway, in a mindset of, desperation and revenge trading and over trading, like I said, I should have hopped off at 800, or yeah, at 800, but just continue trading, which is pretty bad. So come in here, I get stopped out. Um, I put my stop right below, I think this low. Doesn't work out for me, as we can tell. And then now I am pretty much looking for shorts after we see this uh market structure shift. Only reason why I didn't enter off of here. Actually, I don't even know why I didn't enter off. Okay, I actually do. So before this fair value gaps filled, I actually place a limit order on this 10 o'clock level, see if price would tap into it and then move down. I was kind of hesitant on entering in right at this fair value gap because we already took 50% or equilibrium of this leg. And if we were going to be continually bullish, that would have been a good reversal level to take out these highs right here. So sit in my hands and wait, see what happens. And then we come down here to OTE, and this is where my point of interest was for my last trade that actually brought me up. I actually felt pretty confident on this trade. What we see here is usually I wouldn't enter off of this rejection block because of this fair value gap, but since we have an inverse right here, this makes it a BPR. So I felt a lot better of entering here. We have this long candle here. We have multiple engineered liquidity right before the uh, OTE of this wick. I usually would have entered in right here, but since this first candle already took uh, CE of this wick, and we saw some volatility going like this, I was pretty confident that I could probably try to get something on this OTE level or this 0.75, which I did. Saw a little bit of drawdown, and I was aiming for these highs right here, and price quickly taps in, and then boom, smashes through, and actually continues up. And kind of just falls flat on its face. But doesn't matter. We got our trade. That's the trade recap. Um, I'm really doing this just to kind of journal and hopefully help others with their journey as well. And hopefully we can get a little bit of community going on and see if we can give each other advice. I know the trading community can be pretty toxic, but I think we can support each other and just continue to grow and glorify Christ. We'll all get there one day. All right, man. Thank you guys. Stay faithful, stay trading. I'll catch you guys later.